We have brand new lore, and it's all coming from the brand new Adeptus Custodi Codex, and it's about the Emperor of Mankind and his death. The Emperor is in danger. The Eldar have now officially warned us. So let's jump in, let's go through this extract, and let's talk about everything. Now, this lore is taken from a story in the brand new Custodi Codex, and it features a custodian watcher. What a custodian watcher is a custodian that has served their time on Terra, and they feel like they've become too old, a bit too slow in their duty to protect the Emperor, so they go out into the galaxy and they watch for potential big threats, and then they send that information back to Terra to pre-warn the custodians that are still serving, that are still guarding the Emperor of Mankind. And in this story, what we have is that watcher gathering information from his agents that he sent out there in the galaxy to gather this information. And it's from one of these agents that we get the information of the potential danger to the Emperor of Mankind. And the person or persons that's supposed to bring this death upon the Emperor is going to blow your mind. I'm going to put the extract up in the background now so we can read it all together, so you can see that this is what the Eldar are talking about. And it states, Ultra System patrol snagged a light Eldari vessel out on the fringes, took some captives. After excruciation, one of the Xenos claimed they had a message for Inquisitor Orshiel, hopefully I've said that right, warning of nothing less, and I quote here, my lord, so please excuse these words, one of the Emperor's loyal sons bringing about his final demise stem from prophetic readings by one of the seers. Apparently, the agent then goes on to say that he doesn't believe it, it's just Xenos twaddle. But again, this is just hubris from the Imperium. This is why we get in the situations we get, because we ignore this. Eldar, yes, I'm sure they have their own game to play, but if a seer says they've seen something, then I believe that they have seen it. And the biggest thing about that, it's stated one of the Emperor's loyal sons, plural. It could be Gilliman or the line. We're not talking about Mortarion, we're not talking about Magnus, we're not talking about Angron Fulgrim when he comes back. We're talking about one of the Emperor's loyal sons. Is Gilliman about to smite him off his throne? Is the lion gonna forest walk into the throne and maybe stab him in his chest and finish him off? Is another loyalist Primarch going to come back and decide it's time for the Emperor to leave? He's had enough time on the throne. Maybe it's all part of the plan. Maybe the Emperor needs to die. We've been discussing this for years and years and years. The Star Child theory, you know, that has been brought back up within the Horus Heresy books themselves, the Siege of Terror books, where a shard of the Emperor was shot into the sky, and then the Emperor's corpse was then put onto the Golden Throne and stuff like that. So maybe it's all part of the Emperor's plan to bring about his final demise by one of his loyal sons, so he can be reborn back into the setting. I personally think that the Emperor is going to return in the 40k setting, and I don't mean he's going to rise up from his chair, start walking again and smiting people. If you've read some of the current brand new novels, especially the Plague Wards novels and stuff like that, the Emperor is massively active in them from his psychic, you know, from the Golden Throne type of standpoint. He literally burns a huge bit of Nurgle's garden, which sends shockwaves in Nurgle's realm, and like he's scared of the Emperor kind of thing. It's incredible. So I do think that they may add even more of that type of scenario with the Emperor's return in latter books, stories, maybe codexes, teases like this. But it really is interesting for that extract that one of the loyal sons may be bringing his demise. How do you see it? Do you think the Emperor wants to be killed by one of his loyal sons? Do you think like the lion should go there and like stab the Emperor? Maybe that's what that big boat scene was. about the Emperor in Son of the Lion book, where he's there and he's not talking to him and stuff like that. Maybe the Emperor wants the Lion to shadow step into the throne room and, you know, do the dirty and stab him in the heart or something like that. There's so many bloody questions. Or it could be like what this agent said. It's just Xena's twaddle, right? It's nothing to believe. They're trying to put a wedge between us and the Primarchs and stuff like that. They're trying to bring down the Imperium. They're trying to bring down humanity. Who bloody knows, but it's really, really interesting. I'm going to leave the video there. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think one of the Loyal Sons is going to kill the Emperor, or is it just Xenos Heresy? See you in a bit. Have a great day, and bye-bye.